Hey there, Leo. Thank you for tuning in and welcome to your tarot card reading for October 2023. In honor of October's new moon eclipse on the 14th, 15th, and full moon eclipse on the 28th, 29th, this reading explores themes of light and shadow. Once I lay out the cards, I'll identify their positions, go through the meanings, and do clarifications. I'll pull a couple of archetype cards to show how these double eclipses might test you this month. At the end of the reading, I will close with messages for additional guidance. So feel free to take with you whatever messages resonate and leave behind for others whatever does not. Okay, so Leo, in terms of how the double eclipses might test you, you have this slave card. The light attribute says, surrendering your power of choice to the divine with complete trust. Shadow attribute, giving your willpower to an external authority out of fear of making your own choices. And then we have gambler. Light attribute, willingness to follow intuition even when others doubt you. And shadow attribute, relying on luck rather than hard work. So Leo, you might have situations that that test you, where you kind of have to face doing what you feel you need to do, like stepping into your power, being a leader, giving kind of your power to someone else, either because you trust them, or you feel like you're following your intuition, or you think they have more of the skill you don't. So kind of either giving into something or kind of giving up because of something. So let's see what we have here. Got a lot of major arcana cards. Okay, so first we see what needs your attention. We have here the World. Second, we discover what's hidden by shadow. We have Three of Pentacles. Third, we see how it can be illuminated by light. We have the King of Cups. Fourth, we reveal the truth for you to embrace. We have the Eight of Cups. And then fifth, we identify where to carefully navigate. You have the Hermit. And finally, we explore your best path forward. We have your Strength card here, Leo. The influencing energy of this reading, the card at the bottom of the deck, we have here the Fool. So this is kind of like taking that leap of faith and possibly feeling like you're maybe unsupported. So I'm going to see what the card is under the Fool. We have the Wheel of Fortune. So it's almost a sense of like things are changing. There's going to be some ups and downs, and possibly the best way forward is to kind of like take a risk. So here with the World, what needs your attention? Some kind of completion, success, accomplishment that could be either ahead of you or in the past. In terms of what's hidden by shadow, we have the Three of Pentacles, and that's like kind of like being recognized for your skills, your talents, like what you can actually create when your skills and talents are like recognized. How this can be illuminated by light, we have the King of Cups. So if there's like, this could be you, it could be like a mentor, but basically kind of an approach of really being compassionate, being caring, really supportive of others, connecting with people on an emotional level, without necessarily like being pulled emotionally by being emotionally swayed, I would say. in terms of the truth for you to embrace, we have the Eight of Cups here. So for some of you, if this is either a relationship or maybe a job, it could be that you need to face the truth that you are like emotionally moving on, kind of ready to emotionally move on, or whatever it is that you're seeking, like because of this completion, something that's already like completed, you're kind of ready for this new journey over here. And here, where to carefully navigate, we have the Hermit. So it's a sense of like concepts of being alone, doing things where you're following your own intuition, or without really seeking other people's approval. But it also can, people see it as like loneliness. So it's something where whatever this is, there is going to be a period of kind of uncertainty of the direction or journey that you're going on, but it's could be time for you to actually kind of put to the test what you actually know, what you've learned. And here with your best path forward with a Strength card, does seem like it's calling on you to acknowledge your Leo qualities, being a leader, being courageous, being loyal, and kind of this card of acceptance as well, accepting who you are, your limitations, and almost like what this, this Slave card here is making me think is that kind of like this Beauty and the Beast aspect. Like the beast has physical power, and it's like can use brute force to kind of get Belle to do what he wants. But it's her tenderness that really has the power here, her concern, her care. That really is where the power comes from. So, and like, I think to some degree that trust, that aspect of trust that's going on here is kind of like this slave thing. So it's almost to me feeling like maybe like courage to either like leave a job, leave a relationship, and follow like what it is that you want to do, like your true self, and kind of even figuring out what that true self is. So let's go ahead and do some clarifications here with this. Oh, and also when I think about the Fool here, like new beginnings, the Wheel of Fortune can be seen as like risks, gambling. Like you just never know where it's gonna where that wheel is going to end up. So let's take a look at this world in terms of what needs your attention. We have the King of Pentacles. So it could be like your plans for material wealth, success, how it is that you want to prosper, and the way that you feel secure in your world, in your life. So what's hidden in the shadows, we have the Three of Pentacles here. We have the Death card. So there's some type of change, perhaps like how something is being seen, maybe what you can accomplish on your own versus what you can accomplish with a particular person or a particular group of people or on a particular path. It's almost as if there is really a fear or reluctance to let go of something so that your true like talents or wants or contributions can be recognized, embraced, acknowledged. So here, how it can be illuminated by light with this King of Cups kind of perspective of things, or King of Cups energy. We have here the Star. So it's almost a sense of like following your intuition, really tapping into how do you feel about something? What is fulfilling to you? What is a sense of like feeling hopeful, feeling that your wishes are coming true? Is it where you are? Is it playing it safe where you are? And here, the truth for you to embrace with the Eight of Cups, it's as if what you are looking at right now, or what it is that whatever your successes are, or whatever is your next step, it seems like you already know it's not emotionally fulfilling or where you want to be. And we have here the Moon. So I think that's interesting, considering we have the eclipses going on this month, and Leo, your ruling planet, is the Sun, and one of the eclipse, well, I mean, the Sun and Moon are both kind of involved with the eclipse here, but it's basically emotions, stirring up emotions is really at the heart of this. Your emotions possibly affecting other people's emotions that you care about, and dealing with the fear of what's out there waiting for you, fear of like self-doubt, but also like that nagging feeling that you need to kind of follow your gut. So here, what to carefully navigate, we have the Hermit. You can see this person went out on the deck and just sprinkled all this candy down. So it could be like for those of you who are like looking to possibly kind of figure out if you should switch jobs or go out on your own business, do a new line of work, be single for a while. It's kind of like envision how you want to do that. Like how maybe in 10 years from now, how would you want to kind of like share this experience and knowledge with someone else and like spread that information? Like here's little pieces of nuggets for you to know about what I've done and what I've learned. Like kind of envision that. Is it kind of staying with where you are, kind of giving up your power to kind of make someone else happy or other people happy? Or is it taking a risk and kind of, going outside of the comfort zone? So let's take a look at that. Okay. We have here the Nine of Wands. So it's almost, you can see this person's like boarded up these doors here. Like they've been fighting for something or against something or believe something for so long that they just are anticipating another attack. It's almost like not even time to reflect on what to do, what the escape plan is, or even what the reality of the environment is. It's kind of, so I get like where to carefully navigate is just to be aware of what is going on around you, what it is as fact, what it is that you are kind of anticipating as potential obstacles or problems or challenges because of what you've experienced in the past. And kind of like, again, how do you want this to kind of reflect on you as you look at this like 10 years from now? And here with the Strength card, your best path forward. It's like, be brave. How do you want to be seen in the world? How do you want to kind of be remembered? How do you want to show up? You have here the Knight of Swords. So this is like a card of like taking action, kind of pursuing your truth, kind of making that move, having those discussions, stirring up the pot a little bit. So here, I'm going to close off with a couple of messages for aligning with the best version of yourself. Well, these two wanted to come out, sure. And I'm going to take one more. This one. All right, we have Mary Magdalene, Teacher Awakens. You have something important to share. Follow the inner call. Don't let anything stop you. So here, like this hermit, there's something, some knowledge, something that you have, some experience, some life experience awaiting that you kind of are developing, and it says to kind of follow that inner call, make that move, because it's important for others to kind of have you share that with them. You have this skeleton strength card again, strength. So what's interesting about this card, it's basically about that concept of looking weak, and people might think that asking for help is looking weak, or by quitting is looking weak, but really almost like knowing what your limitations are, knowing when to say no, knowing when to ask for help. That's like a kind of like a true concept of strength, kind of like when you strip everything away, like what's really there. And then you have the veil of the future. So really it's, what are your intentions? What are you trying to manifest? Because the universe is waiting to tap into that. And so really you kind of just need to take action, make that intention clear, and kind of take your actions and steps for that. So Leo, I hope that this reading provides a helpful perspective of your month. We'll see you next time. Take care.